Hey there guys, how you doing? So I'm gonna try a modification on my off-road lawnmower that I haven't really seen anybody else do. I've searched for it on YouTube. I couldn't really find anything or anybody trying this. And for something lightweight like a lawnmower, I think it is a pretty cool idea. Let me show you. And that is installing a 600-pound trailer winch, that's a hand crank winch, hand operated, onto this lawnmower. I got this at Door and Tool today. This winch cost me about $40 for everything. There's all specifications on it. So we got the hood removed, and I was thinking about mounting it like here, but the trouble is when the hood comes open, it's gonna come in contact with that immediately, and I still wanna be able to have access to open up and remove my hood. So I think the idea now is to mount this winch up in this little tube area. So I already put this in here and kind of mocked it up the way I wanted. It's gonna probably sit about down there somewhere. So it'll kind of be on a little bit of an incline, but not too low. So now I'm gonna make some measurements and put it in the vise, bend it up, and then take it back out and test fit it. So I got the basic concept and I got the holes drilled and this cut out. I cut a piece of the frame out right here as well as right here, as you saw. I drilled some more holes in the bottom of here and I bolted it straight to that. So I'm gonna mark where I need to drill my holes and drill them. So the next, probably most crucial thing is drilling a hole in the side of here. So that way I can access these bolts that I tighten against each other. All right, so we got the hole drilled in all three places. I don't know if you can see, but there's like 2 layers that it goes through. And then it rests on that part right there. And that just goes on there just like that. And you can put a ratchet on this end and ratchet in place. And check it out. When you steer, you still got some clearance. So this should work pretty good. So now since we got that done, and I know that ratcheting mechanism is gonna work really good, I'm gonna take this thing all back apart and show you what I'm gonna do next. Well, there you go, there's the whole winch unit itself right there. I'm gonna remove the winch, and no, it's not to paint it, which I am gonna paint it, but this right here is 16 gauge steel. And for this being a complete winch mount, I think it needs to be stronger, it needs to be braced up. So I got some extra pieces of square tube steel and stuff, and another piece of steel that I'm gonna weld across the bottom, one on each side probably, and basically make this thing pretty dang strong. I did prime this before, but my phone wasn't filming it and it was just a little bit left in the can. So I bought some new primer, and this is black automotive primer. So we're gonna let that dry for a little bit, apply another coat, and then we're gonna put some of this flat black on and see how that looks. There you go, guys. There's the color. I think it turned out really nice. So guys, I'm gonna stop here for a couple of days because I am going skiing for the next 2 or 3 days for the MLK weekend. I basically want to get it done and painted before I went skiing so it can dry for a couple of days. And when I come back, it'll be fully dry and ready to be installed back on the mower. So I'll see y'all then. All right, y'all, so we are back now. It is freaking freezing in this garage, but I'm gonna bolt this winch and get it mounted anyway. All right, so everything's bolted back together, back in place, and it should be fully operational by now. So if you pull this out, obviously that's on ratcheting in. Flip the switch. So you would flip that switch up. All right, so I pretty much got it ratcheted up to the four-wheeler. I just undid it and winded it back in. So just testing it in here, it's doing really great. I don't see why it would fail out there, wherever I'm going, if I get stuck and I can winch to a tree or anything like that. And you're probably wondering what these are right here. Well, that's the square tube steel that I have that runs down and welded to the back. That's fully shut. And I put these little plugs in there so that way this doesn't get filled with dirt, mud, rocks, etc. I tell you, there's a lot of stress on this. This is a pretty hard situation. But I really wanted to see what this winch is capable of. Well, there you go, look at that. It's pulled the back tires from where they were. Yeah, guys, that'll wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you think about this modification. You think it's a good idea? You think it's a really stupid idea? Or do you know anybody else that has done this same modification? If so, give me a note in the comments down below. I think the install came out really clean. So we are really gonna put this winch through its paces. We're gonna take it off-road, we're gonna take it through the mud, we're gonna crash it, we're gonna beat it. We're gonna push this thing to its limits and see how strong it really is. But so far, I think it should do really well. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, click all the buttons there YouTuber say to click. If you didn't like this video, click on thumbs down twice because 2's better than 1. 3 more doesn't work. That doesn't count for likes. You guys know the drill, and y'all should see me in the next one.